if your mind suddenly feels loud, like there's too much happening all at once, like everything starts stacking, one thought over another, until it feels hard to find any quiet. At times, it can feel like your mind fills up faster than you can process. What starts as something small quickly turns into multiple layers of thinking. And then it feels noisy, not just active, but crowded. Welcome back. This is Mind to Matter, where awareness meets lived experience. As this happens, it's not just something you hear in your thoughts. You might feel this as a kind of pressure in your head, or a sense of tightness across your chest. Sometimes it shows up as a restless or unsettled feeling in your body, like it's hard to fully relax. There can be a sense of internal tension, as if something is holding everything in place. This is something many people experience. This can happen when there's more to process, or when something feels uncertain or unresolved. And it can start to feel like something is off, like your mind should be quieter than this. But this happens not because something is wrong, but because your system is more activated. When your body is carrying tension, your mind reflects that state. It begins to bring more into awareness. More thoughts, more connections, more possibilities. You might start to see how quickly one thought leads into another, and how little space there feels between them. For many people, this becomes most noticeable in quiet moments. When there's less distraction, the internal activity becomes more obvious, and your body often reflects that intensity. There can be a sense of pressure building, or a subtle holding pattern that doesn't release. Almost like everything is being kept active at once. It can start to become clearer that the noise isn't random. It follows your state. When there's more tension underneath, the mind becomes more crowded. Not because it's trying to overwhelm you, but because it's trying to keep up with what feels important. Attention also plays a role in this. As more thoughts appear, your attention gets divided between them. And when attention splits, everything can feel louder. Not because there's more, but because there's less space between each thought. You may recognize this in everyday situations. Trying to focus on something simple, but your mind keeps jumping to other things. Or sitting still and noticing how many thoughts are already there. Or feeling like you can't fully settle, even when nothing is happening externally. And again, your body reflects this. There can be a sense of restlessness, or a low-level tension that doesn't fully drop. A feeling of holding, as if your system is trying to manage everything at once. This is where a shift can begin. Not by trying to quiet the noise directly, but by understanding what creates it. You might observe that the noise increases when there's more activation underneath, and that it softens when things feel more settled, even if only slightly. There's also something else you may start to notice. Even while your mind feels loud, there is a part of you that can recognize that it's loud. That awareness isn't crowded in the same way. It doesn't stack thoughts or move as quickly. It simply sees what's happening. And the more you begin to recognize that, the less overwhelming the noise can feel. Not because it disappears, but because you're no longer fully inside it. You're also aware of it. And over time, that changes your relationship with the experience. So if your mind has been feeling noisy lately, it doesn't mean something is wrong. It may simply reflect what your system is holding right now. And when that starts to make sense, the pressure to push it away can begin to ease.